Have Shashank Shekhar Jha, who's a lawyer and a political analyst, who has joined us at this given point of time. Now, to all my guests, of course, everybody has been speculating over the list of the frontrunners, while Atashi scored the top position. But at this given point of time, what we can understand that there are, of course, tactical reasons as to why Atashi has been chosen. She has, in fact, had very crucial role in, playing in the party's politics. Of course, when Kejriwal wasn't there and he was in the jail. And at this given point of time, it is also important to understand that it gives a clear message of also the mass acceptability within the party cadres. While we can understand that there is, of course, the proposal of the name has come from Dilip Pandey and also Sandeep Pathak along with Manish Sisodia to the top leadership and before Arvind Kejriwal. I'll also quickly get a word from Shashank Jha right now at this given point of time. Sir, this is in fact going to be very interesting and monumental because she is in fact now going to be, who has been played as the biggest women faces of the Aam Aadmi Party, now from to the Chief Minister of Delhi. So what does this mean, going forward at this given point of time for Haryana elections as well? Because Aam Aadmi Party could have actually played the safer role by picking up Kailash Gehlot. But does this mean any kind of disadvantage to the Aam Aadmi Party for Haryana polls? Because they also have now enjoyed a little loss in the reputation as far as the talks of the alliance between the Congress have just not fared well.
Namaste. I guess they did not have a choice. Who else would have been the chief minister if Kejriwal is going down in the name of corruption? Manish Sisodia? No. Saurabh Bhardwaj? No. There are people against whom there are serious cases of allegations of corruption. So the only choice they had was Atishi. Now to say that she has become a chief minister because she is a women face, I think that will be a very far-fetched idea. Previously, we have seen that Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party has relied their trust on Swati Maliwal. But we have seen the final outcome where a sitting member of parliament of Aam Aadmi Party, Swati Maliwal, was mistreated in the house of Arvind Kejriwal, who is the chief minister. So they did not have a choice. As far as the moral, because what they did is they are trying to make it a certificate of honesty, and then they want to go to polls in the name of honesty, saying that you vote me back and then I will sit on the throne. So this could have been done 150 days back, not today. So they do not have that moral upright. Now, as far as Kailash Gehlot is concerned, see, we need to understand that even the face of Kailash Gehlot is not free from taintedness. He is also tainted as far as Aam Aadmi Party leadership is concerned. So I guess Arvind Kejriwal wanted someone who is contemporary to what Dr. Manmohan Singh was for Sonia Gandhi, or for that point, what Rabri Devi was for Lalu Prasad Yadav. Someone who can be there on the chair without creating much disturbance to the party, abiding by each and every dictates of the leadership, and the same foundation which Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party was against about, high command. Now we are finally seeing a high command in this state. Even in Punjab, we did not have this kind of structure, what we will be seeing in Delhi. Can anyone confirm or can anyone claim that Atishi will do something without an approval from Arvind Kejriwal? Because as a matter of fact, till today, Arvind Kejriwal is the chief minister, the only chief minister of Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, and he has not taken a single ministry, he has not done a single signature. However, it is also a matter of fact that none of the decisions in Delhi is taken place without permission or approval from Arvind Kejriwal. So you make Atishi the chief minister, or for that point Sunita Kejriwal the chief minister. The mastermind behind this will be Arvind Kejriwal. And for me, I guess it is a very big loss, not only for Delhi or for that point Arvind Kejriwal, but a loss for those voters who have voted for Aam Aadmi Party while looking for an alternative. I am from Bihar. I am coming from Bihar. There is a new political party there called Jan Swaraj. Whoever is willing to trust Jan Swaraj has this doubt in his mind that will he become another Arvind Kejriwal? Will this party become another Aam Aadmi Party? So that is the loss of credibility you have shown. not only of corruption, but the charges against Aam Aadmi Party's MLAs, legislatures, are of significant nature. Fake degrees, riots, attacking police stations, and these are not my saying. Court's verdicts. There are n number of people who have faced domestic violence cases, etc. So I don't think what morality they are trying to show. So because they did not have a choice, Arvind Kejriwal got bail from Supreme Court in CBI matter while having a clear directive that he cannot sign a single paper. He cannot go inside CM Secretariat. So he had to resign anyhow. We have seen, and this is not my saying again, this is Delhi High Court saying, when Delhi High Court was surprised to know that students were unable to receive books, copies, papers, pens, pencils, etc. Why? Because there was no one to sign on behalf of Chief Minister. And now because of Supreme Court's order, CM cannot go to his office. So obviously you require someone else to sign those papers. Because the development of the state has been stalled completely. And this we have seen in the PWD case of where students were unable to get their books, their papers, their pens, etc.
Mr. Jha, yes, rightly said. And of course, we also have Ms. Joshi, who has joined us there on the broadcast. And at this given point of time, there are, of course, many reasons which can be understood to be put in perspective as for the choice of Atishi as the next Delhi Chief Minister. But, you know, at this given point of time, it is also important to understand that she has held 14 portfolios in the past. She has also very crucially contributed into shaping the manifesto panel committee in 2013 and played a monumental role in, you know, rising from the ranks of the party going forward into, you know, the movement in Delhi by the Aam Aadmi Party was growing larger. But Ms. Joshi, at this given point of time, there are also allegations by the BJP now being levelled that says that under the pressure, enormous pressure of Manish Sisodia, Arvind Kejriwal had to, in fact, now elect Atishi as the next Delhi Chief Minister. So what does this really mean, you know, exposing the internal cracks of the Aam Aadmi Party? Because if such an allegation has been levelled, what does this really signal at?
Yes, that is very interesting. You know, in fact, I was speaking to you about this, you know, just some time back also, even before the name was announced. So at that time also, I was telling you that there has to be somebody who is absolutely close to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, somebody who will not turn a Swati Maliwal kind of a situation, and also somebody who is fine with the senior leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. So there, you know, she has to be acceptable. She or he would have to be acceptable to the senior leaders as well. So, you know, Mr. Manish Sisodia himself had proposed the name of Ms. Atishi. That could have been maybe because he also wanted to be assured that, you know, Mrs. Sunita Kejriwal will not come into the picture. Because, you know, there definitely right now would be some fissures, some cracks in the Aam Aadmi Party as well. Because then just imagine that for 6 months, this person is there inside the jail and he has made every other minister resign the minute their name comes up into some accusation, and he himself does not resign, and he says that I will run the entire government via the from the jail. So that actually must have actually definitely caused a lot of ripples within his own party as well. Now all those credentials that, you know, we were speaking about every one of these leaders, Atishi Marlena included, actually takes a big beating because none of those credentials actually work while selecting the role of this, the post of this new chief minister. Because then if that was so, then he would have actually chosen them maybe 6 months ago. The only reason right now is because right now he has no choice because, you know, because of the Supreme Court order. And at the same time, he wants to make sure absolutely that this new coming chief minister will not turn against him, will be somebody who is much junior to him. And so it was none of the senior leaders, it was a junior leader who was selected. And at the same time, it happens to be a woman face. And so all of the things work in Ms. Satish's favor. So but the credentials actually are not something that actually have been the most priority, because this thing right now is who will not turn against him and who will allow him to be the super CM, like he has been the super CM in Punjab. So we all know that in Punjab also things run as per Mr. Kejriwal's orders. So whenever he wants to go somewhere campaigning, whenever he wants to have some expenses, like the choppers are always in the name of the Punjab government. The choppers are not in the name of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. So it is, things are very convenient that way. So he is very conveniently, he says that I have not signed any files. Even today the Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons say that he is not expected to be signing any documents other than the ones that are sent to the LG. So, very conveniently, he has made it so that he is not expected to be signing any documents, but at the same time, he enjoys all the luxuries and all the powers of being the CM. So now today he will be the super CM of 2 states. So that is how the things are. So he doesn't want anybody questioning his authority. Anybody who has done that in the past has had to leave the party. No, that is something that is unquestionable. So this is something that you have seen, that even Mr. Anna Hazare, who was the person on whose shoulders Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has come to this point, even him he has completely shrugged off. He has completely put him aside, and he has actually joined hands with the very persons with him Mr. Anna Hazare was fighting against. So Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has only one thing in mind, that he is the absolute authority in the Aam Aadmi Party. There is no other credential that is to be looked at. All the other things are just something that you have to have some kind of a justification, and that is all that there is to show that these are the credentials by which we have selected this person. But the only credential that actually worked is somebody who is an absolute loyal to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and at the same time acceptable to the seniors. That is how I look at it, Simran.
So basically, loyalty is, of course, on the top priority after the choosing of the new CM's face is considered, while, in the Aam Aadmi Party, there was immense crisis that has been seen even in the months that have gone by. But at this given point of time, it's also rather concerning to see how the BJP is viewing these developments. Right now, the latest response that we have also tracked from the BJP, in one of these, in fact, right now, there have been concerns that, by electing Atishi as the new Chief Minister of Delhi, decided by Arvind Kejriwal, it is in fact now linking it with imposing the Naxalite mentality in the national capital, one of the serious responses that have come from Kapil Mishra as well, and other if we talk about the BJP senior spokesperson as well, saying that in fact this is rather an attempt of making a puppet or a temporary person of the Chief Minister of Delhi, while Arvind Kejriwal has no confidence in his parties. At one point of time, we were talking about how Atishi's contribution to the party for long-standing years has in fact made it easier for her to be in the top. But at this point of time, what we are also understanding is in fact very contradictory in the allegations that are coming from the BJP. Right now, also joining me on the broadcast is political analyst Ravi Srivastava. Sir, I appreciate you joining me at this point of time. How would you like to view these statements that are coming from the BJP, because they are saying that it has, due to the lack of the confidence in the party, that Atishi has been elected as the new Chief Minister by Arvind Kejriwal. And while a lot has been said over the kind of state of crumbling infrastructure Delhi is reeling under, the public of Delhi, and I quote the words of the BJP, said that they are suffering due to the internal power struggle, and in the upcoming elections, it is going to be the public versus the AAP, while the BJP is going to be the benefiter, unquote. So how do you view these statements, and quickly, if you can make us understand about how the BJP is reacting is going to benefit them going forward as well?
They are just
all right, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, am I audible? Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes. Please proceed. I think there is a little bit of an issue with the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Am
you
I
can
audible now?
Yes, you are, sir.
Yeah, okay. I think BJP is frustrated and they have, in fact, that Arvind Kejriwal has turned the tables on BJP altogether. They have been demanding for quite some time, for last 6 months, that Arvind Kejriwal should resign. Instead of rejoicing, instead of celebrating, they are still frustrated. I don't understand that what is the problem with them, what they actually want. At this kind of making a narrative that he is a corrupt person, he is this, that. Last 2 years, these people were making, a malicious campaign against Kejriwal, calling him the kingpin, they calling him fountainhead, they calling him the mastermind of the corruption, etc., etc. I think Arvind Kejriwal has taken a very logical decision that he will go to the court of public, the court of people, to Delhi, and he will tell them that whether if I am honest, vote me back, or otherwise you decide yourself. No, this is what is a challenge he throws open. He has done it in past also. You hope you have seen. When the 2 assembly elections were there, he will go and tell people, if I have done the work, please vote for me, otherwise don't. So they have given him the thumping majority, 67 seats, 62 seats and all that. So people of Delhi trust Kejriwal. They know the BJP's nefarious designs, the way BJP operates, the way they want to demolish Aam Aadmi Party. This is what they were looking for, that he resigns and they buy the MLAs and bring down the government. And which is what they have done in last 5 years, at least in 9 states, starting from Maharashtra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. You know very well that how many states that they have brought down the government. So wherever opposition governments are there, they have devised this new formula that put the chief minister in the jail and see to it that his MLAs are purchased and the party gets finished. This is what they have done, trying to do. In Mamata Banerjee's case, they have made cases against her, they have made cases against Pinarayi Vijayan, they have made cases against Hemant Soren, and a number of people they have made the cases. And this is what they were doing in Delhi also. They were trying to buy the MLAs of Aam Aadmi Party. But the plus point with Aam Aadmi Party is that the people are committed, dedicated, and absolutely with the Aam Aadmi Party right from the beginning. So I think they will not succeed. And BJP's frustration is unexplainable. I mean, they should know that this is, Arvind Kejriwal has said that had he resigned during the last 6 months, this would have been a sign of weakness and this was प्रजातंत्र के लिए गलत बात होती है, खतरा होता, इसलिए रिजाइन नहीं किया. And today from the position of strength, he has put up his resignation and he has elected the new chief minister, another firebrand leader from Aam Aadmi Party, who is already having a lot of administrative experience, who has been handling the number of departments. Okay, there were some issues with the governance in past in Delhi, that flood and electrocution and all those things were there. But then I think it's a good chance given to the women power, a new chief minister in Delhi, and I think she will be able to handle the affairs in Delhi very efficiently. And she has been doing it in the past as well. So Arvind, he has said that Manish also has got charges. So Manish also keeps out of it. And as you know very well, the legal system of this country, I have already predicted in several debates that this case will start in the trial court in 2028. And ultimately, the absolve from the Supreme Court will happen sometimes in 2047. This case will go on for minimum 25 years without any disturbance. And you know very well, the examples are before you. The Augusta Westland, the Bofors case, the Lalu Yadav's case, the 2G scam. These cases are still going on in courts. So this is not going to happen tomorrow or day after. So the Supreme Court has done their best, because that's a maximum they can do. They can give a bail, which they have given, and told him that, okay, he says that I will go to the court of the people, which is the biggest court in the democracy. So I'll go and prove myself. He's asking the vote that whether I am honest or not, you decide and vote for me. So this
All
is
right,
what I
Mr.
mean.
Srivastava, also kindly understand at this given point of time, to be put in perspective, what exactly has led to, Atashi being chosen for this post? Is it her experience? Is it her policy leading brain? Because, or is it her, handling of the 14 portfolios, as many as she has been handling while Kejriwal was in jail? Or it is the recommendations of Manish Sisodia and his, in fact, backing into Atashi getting that post?
See, Atashi is capable. She has got administrative experience. She is a woman. She is qualified. She has been with Aam Aadmi Party right from the inception. When we had founded the party, since then she is with the Aam Aadmi Party. And she has got a lot of experience. She is committed and dedicated worker. And this she has proved time and again. And I think that's the best qualification. And it is not a nomination or appointing somebody. It's a question that the MLAs, the legislative of Delhi Assembly, has chosen her. I think that is in the democracy, that's the best thing to happen. That the majority of the MLAs have chosen her, and that's why she has been taken as the Chief Minister of Delhi.
All right. I'll also like to get a word from my other panelists at this point of time, as much has of course been said about the kind of reasons which have contributed her to in fact being elected as the new Delhi Chief Minister, while there were of course pros and cons to both sides of her being elected as the new Delhi Chief Minister or not. But whether, the bigger question in fact is whether this is in fact a result of the circumstances that the Aam Aadmi Party has faced in the long run due to the excise policy and the Liquorgate scam, or in fact a very, very big masterstroke going ahead for the Delhi Assembly polls. This is something that, that's going to be decoded as we, of course, witness the developments that are going forward and how, of course, the optics of the Aam Aadmi Party going ahead does play out. Also, let me get a word from my other guest at this given point of time, Advocate Gajendra Mishra, who has also joined us right now. I beg your pardon, Gyanendra Mishra has joined us right now. And sir, the big question, as I was stating, I would like you to kindly throw some light on what exactly this means for the polls. We have been discussing about this for some time now, but it's important to look at this factor. Is this something that the circumstances and the opportunity has gifted Atashi with? Because this is a post that, of course, many in the party must have been eyeing after, Delhi Chief Minister has been into jail and the name of only Sunita Kejriwal was cropping up as she was also addressing mass rallies. But here it is, the administrative experience and a long, extensive holding of the portfolios and shaping the policies and leading the campaigns and spearheading the entire campaign for the Aam Aadmi Party that has in fact made her also standing differently for the post and the choice of Arvind Kejriwal. But what remains to be seen is how this is going to impact for the polls ahead in the Delhi.
So I would, Simran, treat it as a master stroke on the part of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party. See, he is in a habit of,
All right, Mr. Mishra, I'll request you to kindly stay on with us while we are cutting live across to the, media address that's also been right now starting by Gopal Rai outside Delhi CM's residence.
दिल्ली के आम आदमी पार्टी शांत हो जाइए आप लोग। दिल्ली के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी के विधायक दल की बैठक बुलाई गई थी, जिस बैठक में दिल्ली के अगले चुनाव तक मुख्यमंत्री की जिम्मेदारी सर्वसम्मति से आतिशी जी को दी गई है। ये जो जिम्मेदारी दी गई है, आप सब जानते हैं कि एक विषम परिस्थितियों में ये जिम्मेदारी देनी पड़ी है, क्योंकि जिस तरह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की केंद्र सरकार ने, पूरी भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने, देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने षड्यंत्र करके, एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग करके आम आदमी पार्टी को खत्म करने का, दिल्ली की सरकार को, देश के अंदर जिस तरह से सरकारों को तोड़ा गया उसी तरह से दिल्ली की सरकार को भी तोड़ने का जिस तरह से अभियान चलाया, उन सभी अभियानों को फेल करते हुए आम आदमी पार्टी ने अपनी एकजुटता को, विधायकों की एकता को, सरकार की स्थिरता को और सरकार के कामों को जारी रखा। इन्होंने ये कोशिश की कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जेल के अंदर इस्तीफा दे दें और सरकार को गिराया जा सके, लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली के लोगों के हितों के लिए, दिल्ली के लोगों के काम को जारी रखने के लिए निर्णय लिया कि जेल के अंदर हम इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे और जेल से सरकार चलाएंगे, और उन्होंने सरकार चलाई। लेकिन जेल से आने के बाद उन्होंने निर्णय लिया कि जिस तरह से अरविंद केजरीवाल की जो सबसे बड़ी ताकत है ईमानदारी की ताकत, उसी ईमानदारी की ताकत से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए वो काम किया जो आज तक इतिहास में भारत की कोई राज्य सरकार नहीं कर पाई। लेकिन उनके ऊपर, उस ईमानदारी के ऊपर कीचड़ उछाया गया भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से, और उसको देखते हुए दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जेल से आने के बाद यह निर्णय लिया कि देश की सुप्रीम अदालत ने हमें जेल से बाहर कर दिया है, लेकिन हम जनता की अदालत में जाएंगे। दिल्ली के लोग जब तक दोबारा चुन करके उन्हें अपना समर्थन नहीं देते, तब तक दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे। आज इन परिस्थितियों में जब उन्होंने अपना इस्तीफा देने का निर्णय लिया, आज विधायक दल की बैठक हुई। विधायक दल की बैठक में सर्वसम्मति से निर्णय हुआ है कि अगले चुनाव तक हम चाहते हैं कि ये चुनाव अक्टूबर-नवंबर में कराए जाए, जल्द से जल्द कराए जाए। जब तक चुनाव नहीं होता है, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को प्रचंड बहुमत से जनता दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनाती है, तब तक के लिए आतिशी जी को दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में जिम्मेदारी निभाने के लिए प्रस्ताव सर्वसम्मति से पारित हुआ है। आतिशी जी को दो जिम्मेदारी मुख्य तौर पर सभी विधायकों की तरफ से दी गई। पहला कि दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोगों के साथ मिलकर के भाजपा के सारे रुकावटों के बावजूद हम काम जारी रखेंगे, और दूसरा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली के लोगों को जितने काम किए गए उन सबको रोकना चाहती है। फ्री बिजली रोकना चाहती है, फ्री पानी रोकना चाहती है, स्कूलों को खराब करना चाहती है, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बंद करना चाहती है, महिलाओं की यात्रा को रोकना चाहती है, बुजुर्गों की तीर्थ यात्रा को रोकना चाहती है। अभी हमने देखा बुजुर्गों की पेंशन रोक दिया 5 महीने तक। दूसरी जो जिम्मेदारी उनको दी गई है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सारे षड्यंत्रों को, जो दिल्ली की जनता के काम को रोकने की है, उसकी रक्षा करना है। हमें कल भी इस भाजपा के षड्यंत्र से हम लड़ रहे थे, और इसलिए नए मुख्यमंत्री की जिम्मेदारी है संघर्ष को जारी रखना, भाजपा के नेताओं से, भाजपा की सरकार से, भाजपा के षड्यंत्रों से दिल्ली की जनता के कामों को सुरक्षित रखना, उसकी रक्षा करना। इन 2 जिम्मेदारियों को लेकर के नई सरकार का गठन होगा। 4:30 बजे मुख्यमंत्री जी अपना इस्तीफा देने के लिए उपराज्यपाल के पास जाएंगे, और उसके बाद नई सरकार बनाने की दावेदारी विधायक मंडल दल की तरफ से प्रस्तुत की जाएगी।
दोनों काम एक ही साथ होगा क्या? उसी समय दावा पेश होगा नई सरकार बनाने का?
पहले मुख्यमंत्री जी अपना इस्तीफा देंगे और उसके बाद जो विधानमंडल दल का जो प्रस्ताव है नेता चुनने का, वो दावेदारी का प्रस्ताव रखा है।
सवाल ये है कि जब अरविंद जी इस्तीफा देने जाएंगे, उसी दौरान इस्तीफा देने के साथ ही में आतिशी जी का नाम का भी वहीं पर प्रस्ताव दिया जाएगा या फिर अलग से बाद में फिर वो प्रक्रिया होगी?
देखिए, ये दोनों प्रस्ताव अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पहले अपना इस्तीफा देंगे और इस्तीफा देने के बाद जो नई सरकार गठन की दावेदारी है वो भी प्रस्तुत की जाएगी।
बैठक में कैबिनेट में दो मंत्रियों को लेकर
आज ही प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा। आज ही इस्तीफा भी प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा और नए सरकार गठन के लिए दावेदारी भी प्रस्तुत की जाएगी। जहां तक नए मंत्रिमंडल की बात है, उसके बाद जो है पार्टी बैठ करके उसके लिए निर्णय लेगी।
और सारे विधायक एक साथ जाएंगे?
प्रतिनिधिमंडल जाएगा।
आज जो विधायक दल की बैठक हुई है उसमें जो है जो नई कैबिनेट को लेकर भी कुछ चर्चा हुई है?
अभी आज जो विधायक दल का नेता चुना गया है उस दावेदारी को उप राज्यपाल के पास प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा। कैबिनेट का फैसला बाद में किया जाएगा। थैंक यू।
चलिए बस अमित भाई।
आज दिल्ली के आम आदमी पार्टी
शांत हो जाइए आप लोग।
दिल्ली के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी के विधायक दल की बैठक
शांत हो जाइए आप लोग।
दिल्ली के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी के विधायक दल की बैठक बुलाई गई थी, जिस बैठक में दिल्ली के अगले चुनाव तक मुख्यमंत्री की जिम्मेदारी सर्वसम्मति से आतिशी जी को दी गई है। ये जो जिम्मेदारी दी गई है, आप सब जानते हैं कि एक विषम परिस्थितियों में ये जिम्मेदारी देनी पड़ी है, क्योंकि जिस तरह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की केंद्र सरकार ने, पूरी भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने, देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने षड्यंत्र करके, एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग करके आम आदमी पार्टी को खत्म करने का, दिल्ली की सरकार को, देश के अंदर जिस तरह से सरकारों को तोड़ा गया उसी तरह से दिल्ली की सरकार को भी तोड़ने का जिस तरह से अभियान चलाया, उन सभी अभियानों को फेल करते हुए आम आदमी पार्टी ने अपनी एकजुटता को, विधायकों की एकता को, सरकार की स्थिरता को और सरकार के कामों को जारी रखा। इन्होंने ये कोशिश की कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जेल के अंदर इस्तीफा दे दें और सरकार को गिराया जा सके, लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली के लोगों के हितों के लिए, दिल्ली के लोगों के काम को जारी रखने के लिए निर्णय लिया कि जेल के अंदर हम इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे और जेल से सरकार चलाएंगे, और उन्होंने सरकार चलाई। लेकिन जेल से आने के बाद उन्होंने निर्णय लिया कि जिस तरह से अरविंद केजरीवाल की जो सबसे बड़ी ताकत है ईमानदारी की ताकत, उसी ईमानदारी की ताकत से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए वो काम किया जो आज तक इतिहास में भारत की कोई राज्य सरकार नहीं कर पाई। लेकिन उनके ऊपर, उस ईमानदारी के ऊपर कीचड़ उछाया गया भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से। और उसको देखते हुए दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जेल से आने के बाद यह निर्णय लिया कि देश की सुप्रीम अदालत ने हमें जेल से बाहर कर दिया है, लेकिन हम जनता की अदालत में जाएंगे। दिल्ली के लोग जब तक दोबारा चुन करके उन्हें अपना समर्थन नहीं देते, तब तक दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे। आज इन परिस्थितियों में जब उन्होंने अपना इस्तीफा देने का निर्णय लिया, आज विधायक दल की बैठक हुई। विधायक दल की बैठक में सर्वसम्मति से यह निर्णय हुआ है कि अगले चुनाव तक हम चाहते हैं कि ये चुनाव अक्टूबर-नवंबर में कराए जाएं, जल्द से जल्द कराए जाएं। जब तक चुनाव नहीं होता है, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को प्रचंड बहुमत से जनता दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनाती है, तब तक के लिए आतिशी जी को दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में जिम्मेदारी निभाने के लिए प्रस्ताव सर्वसम्मति से पारित हुआ है। आतिशी जी को दो जिम्मेदारी मुख्य तौर पर सभी विधायकों की तरफ से दी गई। पहला कि दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोगों के साथ मिल करके भाजपा के सारे रुकावटों के बावजूद हम काम जारी रखेंगे, और दूसरा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली के लोगों को जितने काम किए गए उन सबको रोकना चाहती है। फ्री बिजली रोकना चाहती है, फ्री पानी रोकना चाहती है, स्कूलों को खराब करना चाहती है, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बंद करना चाहती है, महिलाओं की यात्रा को रोकना चाहती है, बुजुर्गों की तीर्थ यात्रा को रोकना चाहती है। अभी हमने देखा बुजुर्गों की पेंशन रोक दिया 5 महीने तक। दूसरी जो जिम्मेदारी उनको दी गई है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सारे षड्यंत्रों को, जो दिल्ली की जनता के काम को रोकने की है, उसकी रक्षा करना है।
All right, there you have heard Gopal Rai addressing the media and, you know, also putting up full stop to all these speculations that were being made as of now, officiating that Atishi has now been elected as the new Delhi Chief Minister at this point of time in the scam that has, of course, been facing the charges by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Also joining me at this given point of time is BJP spokesperson Jasmine Sandhawadia. I appreciate you joining us at the moment, and thank you for speaking to NewsX. At this given point of time, Jasmine ma'am, what exactly, is the response by the BJP? Because this is, in fact, right now a little unexpected, but also Atishi has been one of the key front runners for the post of the Delhi Chief Minister.
Well, first of all, I would like to say is that this was long overdue. Mr. Kejriwal, with due respect, who has always propped himself up on agitprop, should have resigned the day he was sent to the prison, and he should have resigned on a moral high ground, which the man did not do for 6 months. 6 long months he took. And when the AAP harps on the fact that the administration was doing a good job in Delhi, we all know if the Chief Minister is sitting in prison, how people suffer, how files are delayed, and how everything happens. Now, what has happened really is that after coming from the prison, he has understood, he's an astute politician, he has understood that he has lost the battle in people, and to now come up and say like a saint and project himself as holier than thou, that the Supreme Court has given him an term relief, and the people will re-elect him and put him again as a chief minister. He is living in a la-la land. It's a Trojan horse that he wants to get in and get into Delhi again. This is not going to happen because he and his party have totally understood that they have lost the plot. The citizenry of Delhi is not daft. They are very intelligent people. They understand that for 6 months, their chief minister, their elected chief minister, was languishing in jail and did not bother to resign. And this is the first time, this is an unprecedented thing which has happened in the electoral history of India. So for the BJP, it is something we were expecting kind of that he would do something. He's famous for his shenanigans. So he would do something which will create a lot of hype for him. Good luck to him. And Atishi is a very safe bet. With due respect to Atishi, she's a fine woman, fine politician. And this is the safest stopgap chief minister he could have nominated. She will work according to his whims and fancies. And but it is unfortunate for the people of Delhi because they had elected him with a lot of promises which he had made, and he has totally failed on them. And when AAP repeatedly says that the most honest chief minister, I think they should drop this line. It is such a charade when they use that word, and it is belittling the entire gamut of politics to say that he is the only person who's the most honest. And also I want to bring it to everybody's notice and correct the AAP on this, that when they keep accusing the Honorable Prime Minister that this was a game plan by him, the CBI and the agencies have arrested him. And it is not the Prime Minister which has arrested him. It is the agencies and the ED which arrested him. And I rest my case on that. He's welcome and he's going to be defeated in Delhi. Just a couple of months back, he could not win one parliamentary seat in Delhi. And the people of Delhi will vote against him.
Now, Atishi, of course, is going to be the CM till the next assembly sessions. And right now, the Chief Minister is also going to hand over the resignation to the LG at 4:30 p.m. But as of now, the entire war of words that was breaking out between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party till this point of who exactly is going to stake the claim at this point. Atishi with this choice has in fact in the opinion of the Aam Aadmi Party has become a safe bet, has also been said by you as well in this context. But I also want to understand, ma'am, till the next assembly elections, while Atishi is going to be the CM and the caretaker CM, or right now, what exactly has been decided on the wishes of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, how exactly this is going to help the Aam Aadmi Party for the elections? Because Arvind Kejriwal has in fact publicly said that only after getting the certificate of honesty, I will be now taking up the chair of the Delhi Chief Minister. So in that regard, then if the elections are fought with Atishi on that banner and on that name, will Arvind Kejriwal be comfortable also to take on that chair? And what exactly certifies as the certificate of honesty at this point of time?
You see, it's such a farce when the gentleman, Mr. Kejriwal says that the people of Delhi will finally give him a certificate of honesty. The people of Delhi would have expected a very responsible and an astute chief minister who should have resigned on day one. He would have been on a totally different platform. The man was greedy for power. He is so insecure while he projects himself to be a very secure politician. He was so insecure that for 6 months he could not nominate any leader in his own party and have him or her as a chief minister. Today he has been put against the wall. He is fighting, he's a general who's fighting a desperate battle. He has actually lost the plot, and that is why he's propping up Atishi. Atishi is one of the safest leaders in AAP for him. She'll be pliable to him. She will do everything according to his wishes. And we all know that the Supremo has a temperamental problem. He's dictatorial in his attitude. So this is a bluff that he has called. He, in his entire game plan, as it is, the elections were due in a couple of months. Now, I'm assuming, see, I'm not from the AAP, I'm from the BJP. I'm sitting outside and I'm making an assumption. I'm assuming that that Kejriwal has made an assessment that he has lost the voters' trust in Delhi. because he understands that he could not win even one parliament seat in the recently held parliament elections. And why he could not win? Because the people in Delhi do understand that he is not holier than thou. He is mired in corruption. And the so-called good schools, good dispensaries, good governance, I can keep repeating it 100 times and have the people believe. But if I do go to a dispensary and the doctor is not available, and he's available only to cater to my cold and cough and viral, and there are no surgeons, there is really no professional medical help. The schools, if you just wipe them clean and have new blackboards, you need good teachers, you need the whole revamping of the education system. So this has really been doing a professional makeup on a bride or a model and projecting. But ultimately, the people have understood. They have not voted for him. He understood that he lost in the parliament election. And in a desperate attempt, he has agreed. Maybe the party has created pressure on him that he has to resign. And he is putting up a face that he's resigning. And he's putting up his safest bet, Atashi, as a chief minister. And he's going to go and face the people, because all this time, AAP came into being only projecting that it was going to be a different political party. It promised the electorate of India, it promised the people of Delhi that it will give good, clean governance, and honest politicians
All right,
will
Ms.
be
Jasmine,
elected.
I'll request you to kindly hold on to that. We have heard it quite loudly and clearly at this point of time. Manasvi Thapar also joins me at this given point of time, and a lot has been said, Mr. Thapar, at this point of time, because Ms. Jasmine has been saying that for the last 6 months, while Arvind Kejriwal was behind the bars, he was not able to even elect or recommend or even put anybody in that chair to have, assumed the office for the functionary of the Delhi government. And this is also very importantly to look at that for those many months, the politics of the national capital has been beefing at the center stage, that the CM is not there and the government is being run from the jail, which also has seen one of the even most infamous collapses while we talk about infrastructure or crime. There have been instances and of course headlines being made, but at this given point of time, the timing to choose the next CM for Delhi in itself is questionable, because at this point, if there has to be the new CM, why wasn't it done earlier?
On the timing part, I think we should blame the Supreme Court then, because Supreme Court just gave him the bail just a few days back, and he immediately after coming out of the Supreme Court, he said that I'm resigning. On the timing part, we can question the Supreme Court that why were they so late in giving him the bail. On the question of appointment, I think there could be we can talk on either side. One, we can say that he could have continued for the next 6 months also. BJP would have been asking for his resignation. Now, since he have resigned, BJP is asking that Atishi is going to be a puppet who will fall into the tunes of Arvind Kejriwal. I think whatever way Arvind Kejriwal decides, there has to be some kind of opposition from the BJP coming out. But I don't think that is relevant at this particular point of time. Having said that, I would also say that Arvind Kejriwal was the chief minister without any portfolio. So practically, he was not controlling any decision making in terms of portfolio management of Delhi. So he resigned. New chief minister is there. He came out on bail and then he chose to resign. And I think even as Jasmine ji said that he has lost the ground, he's going to lose 2025. I think it's a great thing for him to counter anti-incumbency which is against him. I think BJP has done that in past. BJP has done it in Gujarat. BJP has done it in Himachal. BJP has done it almost in all the states wherever there is anti-incumbency. They have taken their chief minister to deputy chief minister in Maharashtra. So politics is all about perception. Politics is all about optics. And if Arvind Kejriwal is doing it, I don't think in political side of it, there is anything wrong. We can question on morality, but if we question on the morality and ethics of the politics, the largest answers have to be given by the BJP on all the fronts. So if Aam Aadmi Party is doing a perception game, if Aam Aadmi Party is doing an optics game, if Aam Aadmi Party or Arvind Kejriwal is trying to counter anti-incumbency, I think it is all the good for him. If he's going to the people, court of people, if he's going to ask vote for the people, if he's preparing 6 months in advance for 2025, I don't think there is any problem now. Everything is in the favor of BJP as of now. Here is a chief minister who's resigning. Here is a chief minister charged in corruption. here is a chief minister who was running the Sarkar from Delhi jail. So now you have all the bullet points in your favor. You should give a good fight in Delhi. What is stopping BJP from doing that? In 2019, we saw there was a juggernaut of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Even then, Arvind Kejriwal did not let Prime Minister Narendra Modi or BJP enter Delhi in 2020. And even now, there is a juggernaut, a third time Prime Minister coming, 7 out of 7 getting in the Lok Sabha. But what is the turnaround? There are so many things in favor of BJP, but does BJP has a leadership to counter Arvind Kejriwal? Does BJP has the Karyakartas in Delhi to counter Arvind Kejriwal's politics? Since he has come, I'm talking about the optics and the perception of people. Since last 3 days, we are just talking about Arvind Kejriwal. In the war of perception, in the war of optics, Arvind Kejriwal is winning it. Though it is the birthday of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the national media is covering Arvind Kejriwal. In politics, it's all about volumes. And Arvind Kejriwal, since he has come down, it's all about him. Be it in the newspapers, be it in the media, be it in the face of BJP spokesperson, they are only talking about him. You may like him, you may dislike him, but you cannot ignore him. That's the politics of Arvind Kejriwal. With just a very small state which he's handling, not even a full statehood. Even then, people are talking about him at the national juncture. So I think he's winning it. I don't know there is any kind of alternative narrative in his kind, with the kind of strong man he's playing, with the kind of ED, CBI, BJP, every day there is a new task for Arvind Kejriwal to make sure that his government or his way of working has been stalled.
All right, Mr. Thapar. Of course, I see you reiterating the point that you have oftenly made, in fact, that the optics, in fact, shapes the larger narrative while it comes to Kejriwal, being nice and better at his game. But at this given point of time, the timing itself is being questioned, and also right now it remains to be seen, in fact, at the both sides of it, it remains to be seen how the choice of the new Chief Minister of Delhi by Arvind Kejriwal, at whatever reason that has been made, will benefit the Aam Aadmi Party. Also, while I request my panelists to kindly hold on to their opinion, as of now what we are tracking is the latest development, where the BJP has posted a poster of Atishi and Arvind Kejriwal on social media, saying that the Atishi will be the puppet CM of Delhi, and there we have the poster mocking the newly elected Chief Minister of Delhi at this point, in one of the most sharpest jibe that can be seen by the BJP, as the poster signifies that what exactly is being done is on the puppet show which is being hosted by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, while Atishi is in fact the clown at this point of time. So there we have. My colleague Mehendi Garg joins me at this point. Mehendi, a lot has been observed after the announcement has come on the election of Atishi as the new Delhi Chief Minister. What exactly is the BJP's stand on this, while we see the puppet CM poster doing rounds in social media shortly thereafter?
Well, yes, Simran, big developments are coming as Aam Aadmi Party has announced that Atishi will be the new Chief Minister of the national capital. After that, Bharatiya Janata Party is creating a mockery out of it and also targeting both Arvind Kejriwal and Atishi along with the whole of the Aam Aadmi Party. And the visual, the poster that we are seeing, they have posted this on their X platform, the official X platform of Bharatiya Janata Party Delhi. They are saying that Atishi is the puppet CM of Delhi, and we can see that how in this poster, Simran, also Arvind Kejriwal is being shown that how he's controlling Atishi. So Delhi BJP stand is very clear that this announcement, that this decision of making Atishi the Chief Minister of Delhi is a complete game by the Aam Aadmi Party, and she is the puppet of Arvind Kejriwal. And also, if we talk about Virendra Sachdeva, the president of Delhi BJP, has also said that Arvind Kejriwal is working under the pressure of Manish Sisodia, and all the decisions in the back of the mind are taking place by Manish Sisodia, and making Atishi is also being decided by Manish Sisodia, and Arvind Kejriwal is being forced upon. And if we talk about different tweets and different posts that have been made by the leaders, by the political leaders, then if we talk about Swati Maliwal, then she has said, Simran, that today is a very sad day for Delhi, and she has specifically mentioned that this Chief Minister of Delhi, as in Atishi, is a woman whose family fought a long battle to save terrorist Afzal Guru from hanging, and her parents wrote mercy petitions to the Honorable President to save the terrorist Afzal Guru. And not only Swati Maliwal, Simran, but also Kapil Mishra, the BJP leader of Delhi. He has also issued a video bite and saying that Atishi is one of those leaders whose family has tried to save terrorist Afzal Guru from hanging. And they are saying that this decision have been completely biased and a political thing that have been decided by the Aam Aadmi Party, and according to them, as in according to Aam Aadmi Party, according to Atishi and according to Atishi's family, Afzal Guru was innocent and was framed as part of a political conspiracy. So, various leaders are giving their ideas and their, mindset on this big decision, and they are saying that Atishi Marlena is just a dummy CM, is just a puppet CM. Still, this issue is related to the security of the country. And Swati Maliwal has also posted on her X platform saying that may God protect Delhi from this.
All right, Mehdi. All right,
yes.
all right. Thank you for sharing these details as far as you're tracking the latest as far the political controversy and the landscape of the political sphere heats up as the new announcement of the Delhi Chief Minister has just been made. Now, viewers, we also have another breaking that we're tracking on the very same story. The BJP leader Kapil Mishra has slammed Atishi's appointment as the next Delhi Chief Minister, and he has said that Atishi's family had tried to stop the hanging of Afzal Guru, and he has also said that people of Delhi will never accept her as the Chief Minister. Let's in fact listen in to what he has said. All right, viewers, as we have heard how these statements have come from the BJP's Kapil Mishra alleging several allegations against the appointment of Delhi Chief Minister Atishi on the new post. At this point of time, I'm being joined by Congress's Udit Raj. Sir, thank you for speaking to NewsX. How do you view and what do you respond to the appointment of Atishi as the next Delhi Chief Minister at this given point of time?
A female has become Chief Minister. For that, I congratulate. And let me tell you that only few weeks are left. Not many months are left to go for assembly election. What caused Mr. Arvind Kejriwal to step down and make her Chief Minister? Just to get the sympathy vote and to hide the failures. See, what the promises when this party ascended to the power, where that they will establish 500 schools and 20 colleges and all contractual employees, including Safai Karmachari, would be made permanent. Nothing happened. And then, of course, Delhi will be the city of lakes. Where are the lakes? So what happened? Just to get the sympathy of the people. And that's why he has stepped down. And of course, he is the leader. Nothing happens without his desire. And even if he has become Chief Minister, but of course, he will be perfect only. That's all.
And do you think that this is going to have a advantageous bearing for the Aam Aadmi Party going for the polls ahead in the next 6 months?
See what happened, the people are emotional in this country. See what happened, criminals even get elected. Corrupts get elected. And of course, it depends on circumstances. Sometimes communal forces also get elected. It's not that what he is trying to prove is that this mandate will be whether it is honest or dishonest. So that is not the parameter. If the people vote, that doesn't mean that he is an honest person. So there are a number of examples in this country. Not only examples, the party coming into power while flaring of the communal riots and inflicting in violences and lying. So what he wants to prove is that his government is honest government, transparent government. That is what he's up to.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Udit Raj, for speaking to NewsX as one of the first responses on the key developments of the appointment of Atishi as the next Delhi Chief Minister. At this given point of time, we are tracking all the developments very closely. And viewers, also let me get some more breaking at this point of time, where Swati Maliwal, who has been involved in the assault case earlier and has been at not great terms with the Aam Aadmi Party, has slammed Atishi's appointment as Delhi's Chief Minister. She, in fact, on a post, on a public post, has said that the woman whose family has fought for the long battle to save Afzal Guru from being hanged is being made as the Delhi Chief Minister. She has called Atishi as the dummy CM, in fact. So these are the very starking observations that have been made by Swati Maliwal, being the AAP MP. In fact, these are the statements that's coming from Swati Maliwal on the lines of what has also been said by Kapil Mishra. Wait, let me also get a word from BJP's Jasmine, who has also been with us for a long time. Ma'am, I appreciate you waiting on the broadcast. At this given point of time, you have also been observing how the narrative in reaction has gone ahead. While we talk about Swati Maliwal, out of all the reactions, I feel that the reaction that has come from Swati Maliwal is rather one of the most unexpected ones. What are your first thoughts?
You see, surprisingly, ironically, I'm sitting here in Jammu. I'm here to work for the party. The elections are on in Jammu and Kashmir. And we've been going campaigning around. And people in Jammu want peace. People in Jammu want a livelihood. And I'm sure the same goes for Kashmir. I haven't been to the Kashmir Valley yet. My duty is in Jammu. We want peace. BJP has always said that India is one from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. India is one, and India should be ruled by one constitution. And our party promised in 1950 that we will have Kashmir as part of India, and Kashmir will not have a different constitution. And we delivered that. So we are a party which are nationalists in our approach, and we are proud about it. India is number one for us. Its sovereignty is primary for us. Everything else comes secondary. India's nationality comes first. So the accusations which have come from an MP of AAP have large ramifications, and they should be taken very seriously, because these are not small ramifications. Our mindsets and our ideologies are reflected by the decisions that we take, the major decisions that we take, and who we support in India. Do we support separatists? Do we support oneness in India? So, like I said prior, that BJP stands for a strong, vibrant, peaceful India. And I rest my case on that.
And that being said, of course, this is, as you have also, in one of the first words that you have started your sentence with, shocking and ironical. I'm also taking a very close look at how Swati Maliwal has been speaking out publicly against these developments that have been taking place in her own party. While I'll request you to kindly stay with me right now, my colleague Brian joins me live from outside the Kejriwal's residence. Brian, I believe Atishi is going to address the media shortly. What have you picked up in the latest over that?
And the Baitak that was happening with the legislative MLAs have been ended now, and yes, Atishi will be having shortly. She'll address the media in a while now. And also Gopal Rai, also he came in the front line, and he was the one who addressed the media just a while back, where he officially made an announcement that yes, Atishi is going to take over as the new CM till the elections will start. And also they urged that the election should be done on October or November, early elections. They are appealing for an early election. And definitely there was another scathing attack also that was happening towards the BJP side from Aam Aadmi Party. That keeps on going on. But yes, the big development that's coming is coming that Atishi will be
Brian, I'll request you to kindly hold on to that, while we also have a political reaction by AAP Sandeep Pathak that's coming our way.
चेहरा बदल जाए तो कोई चोरी डकैती तो कम नहीं होती, इसलिए दिल्ली के लिए इसका कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कौन बने। और ना ही मुझे नहीं लगता है किसी और पार्टी को भी इसमें कोई रुचि है।
सर 100 दिन सीधे तौर पर कि 100 दिन के अंदर हमने बेहतरीन काम किया है। गृह मंत्री भी गिना रहे हैं, कई करोड़ रुपए का निवेश आया है और बहुत सारे काम किए गए हैं, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि मैं उस बात का संज्ञान ही नहीं लेना चाहता जो विपक्ष कह रहा है, क्योंकि तमाम बातें मेरे तीसरे कार्यकाल के लिए हमारे कही गई, लेकिन मैंने ये मुनासिब समझा है, मेरा मजाक उड़ाते हैं, अपना ही है कि मैं उनको रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करूँगा।
एक तो पहली चीज़ साहब, आदमी जब तथ्य से सत्य से आपके सामने आपकी आलोचना होती है तो फिर आप क्या रिस्पॉन्ड करोगे। तो इसलिए ठीक है, उनकी रणनीति अच्छी है कि कुछ मत बोलो भाई, बोलेंगे तो हम और फंस जाएंगे। और दूसरा, इन्होंने 100 दिन में कितना अच्छा काम किया है, ये भी हरियाणा में चुनाव आ रहे हैं, फिर महाराष्ट्र में आ रहे हैं, फिर झारखंड में आ रहे हैं, पता चल जाएगा कितना अच्छा काम किया।
सर गृह मंत्री ने ये कहा सकते हैं, बाइक चला सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमने कश्मीर को सुरक्षित बनाया है और कई लोगों ने कोशिश करी कि वहाँ आतंकवाद को रिवाइव किया जाए, बट हमने उसको इतना नीचे गाड़ दिया कि वो सर उठाने की हिम्मत नहीं है। कांग्रेस और नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के अलायंस को ये तक कहा जो है कि ये लोग टेररिज्म को बढ़ावा देने के लिए, पीसमेंट करने के लिए ये इन्होंने कई अटेम्प्ट किए, पेट्रोनाइज किया है।
देखो साहब, पहली चीज़ तो इतना बड़ा इन्होंने 370 का कदम लिया, राज्य को एक यूनियन टेरिटरी का दर्जा दिलवाया, और फिर भी इनसे आतंकवादी गतिविधियां बच नहीं पाई। आज आप देखो, हर दूसरे दिन कुछ न कुछ गतिविधियां चल रही हैं। और अगर आंकड़ों को देखें तो यूपीए का 10 साल का कार्यकाल इनके 10 साल के कार्यकाल से कई गुना बेहतर है। तो ठीक है, रक्षा मंत्री जी को अपनी सरकार की तारीफ़ करनी है, लेकिन कभी कभी आंकड़ों की तरफ भी देख लिया करें। और जहाँ तक कश्मीर घाटी में घूमने की जो भी वो कहते हैं कि है, पहले भी घुमा करते थे, आज भी घूमेंगे और कल भी घूमेंगे, क्योंकि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर इस भारत का अभिन्न अंग है। वहाँ सैलानी हमेशा।
All right. As we are also witnessing that there are reactions that are pouring in from all the corners, and also while there are allegations of Atishi now being made as just the scapegoat or the puppy CM, it remains to be seen how strongly that allegation is now refuted, as Atishi also will be addressing the media in a short while from now. And apart from that, it is going to be in fact a big day for the entire party of the Aam Aadmi, in the context where there are going to be the developments being tracked of what happens going further for Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia as well. All right, my colleague Brian joins me live from outside the residence of Arvind Kejriwal. Brian, give us a sense of what's happening at this moment and what are the live action that has been taking on the ground. All right, while we try to get a word from there shortly, I'll also like to take another question to my guest, Ms. Jasmine, who was earlier joined with us as well on the time on these context of the series that have happened. Ms. Jasmine, while we come back at it, what are your expectations of the first few comments, whether they come as justification or official confirmations by Atishi in her first address after becoming the next Delhi Chief Minister?
Well, Atishi is an intelligent woman, and she will make a good speech. I have full confidence in her. But you will have to read between those lines because, like I've said, she's going to be an ace puppet in hands of the Chief Minister. Soon it'll be the former Chief. I should be addressing him, the Supremo of the party, Mr. Kejriwal. Mr. Kejriwal is an puppeteer, and Atishi will be puppeted. And we all know that. Whether we like it or not, that's another thing. Will she be able... You see, if she outshines Kejriwal, Kejriwal is an insecure man. He is not going to like it. He has timed it so well that the elections are very close. And there is a strong possibility that within the party, a pressure could have been created on Kejriwal that he must resign, because the reality on the ground is very contrary to what the AAP is projecting in front of the media, in front of the people, a bravado, a very false bravado, that we are going to win, and that the people still believe in us, that we are one of the most honest people around. You see, honest people resign on the day one on moral high grounds. You have to be, if you are Caesar's wife, you cannot be doubted. If Mr. Kejriwal wants to project himself as the most honest person, he should have had the courage and the gumption to resign that day alone. He would have become a Misa in front of the people in Delhi. And he probably could have 1, 2, or 3 parliament seats also in Delhi. The man miscalculated. He was insecure. He did not resign. And today, considering the whole scenario, considering that the elections are around the corner, he is trying to save his skin, and he has put up Aatishi as his best bet. And Aatishi will not be over-ambitious. She is going to be very pliable. And that is my whole take on it, that this is going to be a very, very non-committal chief minister who will be doing everything what she is going to be puppeted. She is going to be the next Manmohan Singh, I would say. Just like Sonia Gandhi puppeted Manmohan Singh for a decade, Mr. Kejriwal will continue.
Quite literal references with the Congress there we can hear. Also, I'd like to get a word from Mr. GVR Shastri, who's a political analyst and joining us at this point of time. I appreciate you joining us and speaking to NewsX, sir. You know, we have heard very clearly the dimensions in which the entire discussion and the discourse has now broken out after Aatishi has been made the CM. The speculations are now over. We have a name. We are going forward with how this is going to also pan out for the Aam Aadmi Party at large. But at this very point, it is important and very crucial to monitor that, you know, is this going to benefit the Aam Aadmi Party? Because as the BJP is saying, and quite openly also alleging, that this is just for the puppet show. And there have been mockings that have started that Aatishi is only been made as the CM to impress the master of the Aam Aadmi Party.
If you see the entire thing, it is a violation of policy. The policy by the party. The liquor policy was framed by the party. The entire party is responsible. Party is running the government. The government made a policy which benefited them, the entire party, including all the members, all the party fellows. It can't be a getaway. It's not a single man done fraud or something. It's a policy decision. It's the party. Because party is in the power, they have an opportunity to make this kind of policy.
Vibrant, peaceful India. And I rest my case on that.
And that being said, of course, you know, this is, as you have also in one of the first words that you have started your sentence with, shocking and ironical. You know, I'm also taking a very close look at how Swati Maliwal has been speaking out publicly against these developments that have been taking place in her own party. While I'll request you to kindly stay with me right now, my colleague Brian joins me live from outside the Kejriwal's residence. Brian, you know, I believe Aatishi is going to address the media shortly. What have you picked up in the latest over that?
And the Baitak, the Baitak that was happening with the legislative MLAs have been ended now. And yes, Aatishi will be having, shortly she'll address the media in a while now. And also Gopal Rai also, he came in the front line and he was the one who addressed the media just a while back, where he officially made an announcement that yes, Aatishi is going to take over as the new CM till the elections will start. And also they urged that the election should be done on October or November, early elections. They are appealing for an early election. And definitely there was another scathing attack also that was happening towards the BJP side from Aam Aadmi Party. That keeps on going on. But yes, the big development that's coming is coming that Aatishi will be
Brian, I'll request you to kindly hold on to that while we also have a political reaction by AAP Sandeep Pathak that's coming our way.
चेहरा बदल जाए तो कोई चोरी डकैती तो कम नहीं होती। इसलिए दिल्ली के लिए इसका कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है कौन बने, और ना ही मुझे नहीं लगता है किसी और पार्टी को भी इसमें कोई रुचि है।
सर 100 दिन सीधे तौर पर कि 100 दिन के अंदर हमने बेहतरीन काम किया है। गृह मंत्री भी गिना रहे हैं, कई करोड़ रुपए का निवेश आया है और बहुत सारे काम किए गए हैं, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि मैं उस बात का संज्ञान ही नहीं लेना चाहता जो विपक्ष कह रहा है, क्योंकि तमाम बातें मेरे तीसरे कार्यकाल के लिए हमारे कही गई, लेकिन मैंने ये मुनासिब समझा है, मेरा मजाक उड़ाते हैं, अपना ही है कि मैं उनको रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करूँगा।
एक तो पहली चीज़ साहब, आदमी जब तथ्य से सत्य से आपके सामने आपकी आलोचना होती है तो फिर आप क्या रिस्पॉन्ड करोगे। तो इसलिए ठीक है, उनकी रणनीति अच्छी है कि कुछ मत बोलो भाई, बोलेंगे तो हम और फंस जाएंगे। और दूसरा, इन्होंने 100 दिन में कितना अच्छा काम किया है, ये भी हरियाणा में चुनाव आ रहे हैं, फिर महाराष्ट्र में आ रहे हैं, फिर झारखंड में आ रहे हैं, पता चल जाएगा कितना अच्छा काम किया।
सर गृह मंत्री ने ये कहा सकते हैं, बाइक चला सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमने कश्मीर को सुरक्षित बनाया है और कई लोगों ने कोशिश करी कि वहाँ आतंकवाद को रिवाइव किया जाए, बट हमने उसको इतना नीचे गाड़ दिया कि वो सर उठाने की हिम्मत नहीं है। कांग्रेस और नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के अलायंस को ये तक कहा जो है कि ये लोग टेररिज्म को बढ़ावा देने के लिए, पीसमेंट करने के लिए ये इन्होंने कई अटेम्प्ट किए, पेट्रोनाइज किया है।
देखो साहब, पहली चीज़ तो इतना बड़ा इन्होंने 370 का कदम लिया, राज्य को एक यूनियन टेरिटरी का दर्जा दिलवाया, और फिर भी इनसे आतंकवादी गतिविधियां बच नहीं पाई। आज आप देखो हर दूसरे दिन कुछ न कुछ गतिविधियां चल रही हैं। और अगर आंकड़ों को देखें तो यूपीए का 10 साल का कार्यकाल इनके 10 साल के कार्यकाल से कई गुना बेहतर है। तो ठीक है, रक्षा मंत्री जी को अपनी सरकार की तारीफ़ करनी है, लेकिन कभी कभी आंकड़ों की तरफ भी देख लिया करें। और जहाँ तक कश्मीर घाटी में घूमने की जो भी वो कहते हैं कि है, पहले भी घुमा करते थे, आज भी घूमेंगे और कल भी घूमेंगे, क्योंकि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर इस भारत का अभिन्न अंग है। वहाँ सैलानी हमेशा।
All right. As we are also witnessing that there are reactions that are pouring in from all the corners, and also while there are allegations of Atishi now being made as just the scapegoat or the puppy CM, it remains to be seen how strongly that allegation is now refuted, as Atishi also will be addressing the media in a short while from now. And apart from that, it is going to be in fact a big day for the entire party of the Aam Aadmi, in the context where there are going to be the developments being tracked of what happens going further for Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia as well. All right, my colleague Brian joins me live from outside the residence of Arvind Kejriwal. Brian, give us a sense of what's happening at this moment and what are the live action that has been taking on the ground. All right, while we try to get a word from there shortly, I'll also like to take another question to my guest, Ms. Jasmine, who was earlier joined with us as well on the time on these context of the series that have happened. Ms. Jasmine, while we come back at it, what are your expectations of the first few comments, whether they come as justification or official confirmations by Atishi in her first address after becoming the next Delhi Chief Minister?
Well, Atishi is an intelligent woman, and she will make a good speech. I have full confidence in her. But you will have to read between those lines because, like I've said, she's going to be an ace puppet in hands of the Chief Minister. Soon it'll be the former Chief. I should be addressing him, the Supremo of the party, Mr. Kejriwal. Mr. Kejriwal is an puppeteer, and Atishi will be puppeted. And we all know that. Whether we like it or not, that's another thing. Will she be able... You see, if she outshines Kejriwal, Kejriwal is an insecure man. He is not going to like it. He has timed it so well that the elections are very close. And there is a strong possibility that within the party, a pressure could have been created on Kejriwal that he must resign, because the reality on the ground is very contrary to what the AAP is projecting in front of the media, in front of the people, a bravado, a very false bravado, that we are going to win, and that the people still believe in us, that we are one of the most honest people around. You see, honest people resign on the day one on moral high grounds. You have to be, if you are Caesar's wife, you cannot be doubted. If Mr. Kejriwal wants to project himself as the most honest person, he should have had the courage and the gumption to resign that day alone. He would have become a Misa in front of the people in Delhi. And he probably could have 1, 2, or 3 parliament seats also in Delhi. The man miscalculated. He was insecure. He did not resign. And today, considering the whole scenario, considering that the elections are around the corner, he is trying to save his skin, and he has put up Aatishi as his best bet. And Aatishi will not be over-ambitious. She is going to be very pliable. And that is my whole take on it, that this is going to be a very, very non-committal chief minister who will be doing everything what she is going to be puppeted. She is going to be the next Manmohan Singh, I would say. Just like Sonia Gandhi puppeted Manmohan Singh for a decade, Mr. Kejriwal will continue.
Quite literal references with the Congress there we can hear. Also, I'd like to get a word from Mr. GVR Shastri, who's a political analyst and joining us at this point of time. I appreciate you joining us and speaking to NewsX, sir. You know, we have heard very clearly the dimensions in which the entire discussion and the discourse has now broken out after Aatishi has been made the CM. The speculations are now over. We have a name. We are going forward with how this is going to also pan out for the Aam Aadmi Party at large. But at this very point, it is important and very crucial to monitor that, you know, is this going to benefit the Aam Aadmi Party? Because as the BJP is saying, and quite openly also alleging, that this is just for the puppet show. And there have been mockings that have started that Aatishi is only been made as the CM to impress the master of the Aam Aadmi Party.
You see the entire thing, it is a violation of policy. The policy by the party. The liquor policy was framed by the party. The entire party is responsible. Party is running the government. The government made a policy which benefited them, the entire party, including all the members, all the party fellows. It can't be a getaway. It's not a single man done fraud or something. It's a policy decision. It's the party. Because party is in the power, they have an opportunity to make this kind of policy. I mean, that is what they did. So what I feel is, they know for sure that there is going to be a backlash as far as the party people are concerned. And that to avoid, it's what is the difference, Lalu Prasad Yadav making his wife become a chief minister. It is an affair in the entire country. Like Jayalalitha appointed Paneer Selvam. So it is always happening. They know how to do this. So they will not appoint a person with a very strong, because they know tomorrow they will not be able to take it back. So it is everywhere. This is everywhere. So what is it? What is the difference that they are claiming till now? It is completely vanished and completely written off, saying that we are a difference with party and honesty and integrity. You are no more a party with honesty. Your party is not a honesty. You are taken that is the reason you are behind the jail, including your deputy chief minister and all the people. So that is the story. So the case goes on. The case goes on. That at least they would have taken differently. Yes, you would have completely resigned. You would have asked for the government for the fresh elections. Maybe after the due process of the proceedings of the judiciary. But that was not. You have not even waited. You know that after these proceedings once are over, you will be proved that your entire party is wrong. Then you will not be able to succeed. So that is the reason he was going for advanced election. Simple as that. See, he is going for advanced election. He know that after the legal proceedings and a confinement and conviction is happened, and because of the necessary, this. So he wants to avoid that. The party, maybe party would have seen in that kind of scenario, and they saw that it is a right time to go election, and that is the reason. They know for sure that there is a country and as well as the world is going turmoil, and the situation is not correct.
All right. Well, I appreciate you speaking to NewsX, and thank you for putting this in perspective as far as the optics of the Aam Aadmi Party with this crucial decision is concerned. Now, we have political reactions, viewers, coming at this point of time. While we go and get the political reactions, we also have our colleague Brian at outside the residence of Arvind Kejriwal. While we get a sense of what's happening at the ground, Brian, as you're coming live outside the residence of Arvind Kejriwal, as Atishi is also shortly going to address the media, what is the mood there?
Just in a while, after just a while now, Atishi will be addressing the media here. This is where we are standing. You can actually understand how chaotic the situation is outside the very CM Awas. And just a while back also Gopal Rai came and made an official announcement that Atishi will be the new CM, and today also the new Sarkar or the new government formation will also happen after Arvind Kejriwal files his resignation at the LG office at around 4:30. So just a while back we are all waiting for Atishi to come out and then address the media, address the public and make a statement as to what she has to say. Earlier also all the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, the leaders were here. There was a meeting that was going on, and where in a joint consensus also with all the MLAs, all the leaders, Sehmati also, and even Arvind Kejriwal also himself proposed Atishi's name to the fact that she should be the new CM. And yes, and when Gopal Rai came, he also made an official announcement to the fact that Atishi will be becoming the new CM. But again, just a while back, we are all waiting. It's a waiting moment. Also, the suspense has definitely been broken after the 2 days of suspense that was going on. It has been broken where Atishi has become the new CM. But again, it's going to be very important to say what she says or what she's going to say now.